What up, everybody, D-Man back, and today I'm going to be doing quick thoughts on what I think will happen in tonight's episode of The Walking Dead, which is Season 6, Episode 13, The Same Boat. In this episode, I don't think we're going to have any character deaths, really. I believe that Carol and Maggie will make it out safe, the group will get them back, and some saviors will die. That's pretty much all I really think will happen this episode, but I do have some predictions on what will happen in the future. Future deaths this season that I think will possibly happen. I have two pairs of two, okay? So my first pair is either Abraham or Tara will die. I think one of those two will die just because there's a scene in the comics that I think will happen very soon in the show that the show is already setting up for. Spoiler alert for the comics for the next couple seconds. That is, of course, when Abraham and Eugene go out on a walk and Dwight shoots Abraham in the face. And then the other one, well, with an arrow. Then the other one is, first of all, Eugene now has a shift with Abraham, setting that up. And there's a two-man team of Heath and Tara that went out on a scouting mission. So I feel like the Heath and Tara, one of those two, specifically I think Tara will die, only because they've kind of had setup to it with her telling Denise that she loved her. Denise not saying it. Last time Beth didn't say she missed somebody, that kid died. I don't even remember that kid's name. I think it might have been Sam, but could be wrong. And then with Denise inviting Tara to go along and Tara not coming with, I think that was setting up so that Denise never does get closure on the situation. I think Heath is going to be safe for now. Of course, the actor is signed on to a different show, so I don't think he's going to be a long-term survivor anymore just because of that. Then the other thing is this whole situation with Abraham and Eugene. Another comic book spoiler, I think it will happen, if it does happen, the exact same way, where Abraham's giving Eugene basically his blessing for Eugene to go out with Rosita, which is something that, of course, happens in the Walking Dead comic. So I think that will happen in the show if Abraham is the one who's killed. And, of course, the only reason I'm thinking about all this is because it has been confirmed that Dwight will show up again this second half season with the burnt off face from Negan, which was of course his punishment for running away, and I think that will happen, and so Dwight will be loyal to Negan now. Well, we all know, comic book fans, how that goes, but I think Dwight will be, for the most part, submissive to Negan. Is that the right word? I don't know, I think he'll go along with what Negan says. So Negan says kill this person and he'll do it. The other thing I think is because of all the setup with Rick's crew killing all these saviors recently. Now the other two. In the season finale, of course, we do know Negan will show up and a huge comic book death will happen. Or in the comic, a huge death happens. In the show, I will do a theory video on this week. I think it will either be Glenn or Daryl. I'm not going to say who it was in the comic book, but it was a major character in the comic book. But the reasons I think it could be Glenn are just because he did finally kill a human, maybe signing off his death certificate. Other things. There was that nice touching moment with him, Maggie, and the baby, or with the sonogram, or whatever it's called. And as we all know, happy moments never last on The Walking Dead. And finally, I think the other major important reason is because Glenn keeps running out of lives. Glenn is like a cat, in my opinion. He's been in all these crazy situations. He had the flu, the dumpster situation, he was pinned against the wall back in the mid-season premiere this year, and when he ran into the armory during the Savior raid. So I think he's running out of lives. He is like the Walking Dead cat. I think Negan might finally finish him off. Also, reasons it could be Daryl. Daryl's been getting quite a bit of screen time. They've developed his character a lot recently. He is a fan favorite, and it would be very shocking. And he did kill all those saviors. And if you do believe this whole there was a car in the episode 9 theory, Negan pretty much knows Daryl blew up his men and would want revenge on Daryl. And more than that, I think Daryl would be willing to take this sacrifice for the team if need be. I think he would stand up and say, you know, take me, don't take them. And Negan might listen. But anyways, those are the two options of who I think could die. I don't think... I know for a fact that Glenn and Daryl, if die, will be in the finale. Tara or Abraham, those two could die in either this episode or next. I tend to think it'll be next when Dwight shows up, but I can guarantee to you guys, pretty much 100%, I'm 99.9% sure. Don't worry, Carol and Maggie make it out of this situation alright. So, thank you all for watching. I'm D-Man. D-Man out.